It's week 3 of the NFL, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Madden NFL 25.
You're in the north, the Yaller horn is about to sound and send two teams to battle. You're at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Thanks for joining us, football fans. Kate Scott, Brock Heward in the booth for this one. And Brock, any play could be a big play with the type of wide receivers we have here today.
It's gotten to the point where you simply can't cover, Kate, the elite receivers in the NFL today. You know they're going to get their looks early and often, and you just hope to contain them because you're exactly right. Any target they get has the chance to be a game-changing play.
We've got ourselves a fight in this one to get back above 500. Week 3 is underway. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. Well, here come the Vikings taking the field for their first drive of the game. And they're brought out by the 10th pick of the 2024 draft, a national champion at Michigan, J.J. McCarthy.
As a QB in this league, if you're going to finish a game with no touchdowns on that side of the stat sheet, well, you better finish it with no interceptions as well. Even if last week was an uneventful contest for him throwing the football, he did what he needed to do to help them come away with the most important stat, the win.
Jordan Addison, the intended target. So it's second down coming up. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Connects with his back, Aaron Jones. And that will not be enough for a first down. And the Bengals bringing out a 5th DB. They're in the nickel, third down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
You know, it's fascinating how those routes you run so many times in practice become a whole lot more difficult in the actual game. That was an important 3rd and short to convert. Very surprised to see that play fail.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. So here are the Bengals now as they get set for their opening drive. They're led out by the legend over in LSU, the former #1 overall pick in 2020, Joe Burrow.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And of course, he cares less about those two numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
2nd and 10 now. This is hauled in by T. Higgins. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
The Bengals send out the punting unit. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. 58 yards on the punt there. And it's going to be Vikings football. Minnesota all set to go for its second drive. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. Trying to find Justin Jefferson. And now it's second down.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Hockenson reels it in. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Ryan Wright on to punt. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. Fields this at the 19. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And it'll be Bengals football. The Bengals all set to go for their 2nd drive. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening 1st down as they take the field a 2nd time. On 1st down, here's Burrow. Gets it to his man, Mike Gesicki. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. That's caught for the 1st. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Play action now, Burrow. On target to his man Higgins. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. That tackle made by Blake Cashman. Now hang on, looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. From the 36. That throw finds Jamar Chase. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Now a moment to check out his numbers catching that football last week.
1st down, Cincinnati.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Burrow setting up the play action. Has it at the 7. He's got the Cincinnati touchdown. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. And the extra point is up, and it is good. And the Bengals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. On the return, it's Rondale Moore. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Grabbed by Jordan Addison. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard.
First carry here for Aaron Jones. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Play brought to an end by Logan Wilson. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 47. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up third down.
Brings up third down and 8 yards to go.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Down he goes. The Bengals got to him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
You can put that sack right into the coverage sack category. You can see the quarterback, he's scanning, right? He's going through his progressions. 1, 2, 3, nobody's open. And then bam, sack lunch.
And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So now here comes the Bengals on offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. First down, Burrow to throw. Into the hands of Gesicki, complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
From the 39 now, after that explosive start to this drive. First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. Motioning the tight end now. Finds him over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. To throw again, it's Burrow. Complete beyond the marker. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Play action on first down. Wow, wide open here, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They got 24 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Burrow from the gun. This one taken in by Chase. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. 3rd and 4 coming up now. So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter 1. 7-0 is our score. More from US Bank Stadium after the break. We're all set to bring you the second quarter. The Bengals well within striking distance. Putting the tight end in motion. 3rd and short, it's Burrow. This one's caught. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. Brown can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
I know know, from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Bengals pull out in front further, 13-zip. That was a great response, Brock. After they got driven backwards on first down, they go right back to the ground and score just one play later.
Yeah, and I think if you and I were in the huddle down there after that first down loss, I think we would have felt a whole bunch of pride. Give me another shot, and boy, did they deliver.
McPherson at the point after. And the kick is good. And the Bengals double their lead to 14. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Moore with a return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. Motion man right is Jefferson. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. That's Jefferson. He's got it. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Play brought to an end by Logan Wilson. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, McCarthy. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connect.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
On again comes Ryan Wright for another punt. Charlie Jones on the Bengals return. Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Burrow out of the shotgun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Brown on the inside give. And he found some running room for a nice gain. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2. Burrow to the air now. Has a man, it's Brown. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
First and 10 now from the 30. Burrow setting to throw. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Part of the reason this offense been humming today, been in such great rhythm and got this lead? Well, they've protected themselves so well. Now they finally get punched in the face. And how do you adjust and how do you respond? Does it remain business as usual to stay out front, or can this defense finally get home?
Decent gain here, but short of the first. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Jones reels it in. Give him 13 on that play. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Trying to get it to T. Higgins. And it's going to be 2nd down. A give now to Brown. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. That tackle made by Blake Cashman.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
I know the combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards. 2nd down now, 7 to go. On the ground, Brown. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Running back sent in motion. On 1st down, here's Burrow. Completes it to his running back, Zach Moss. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Got a man, it's Gesicki. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw, Burrow. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant, because this receiver, he can take the lid off a defense at any time.
Butker knocks it through. And this one is center chains. Couldn't have hit that much better.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Moore with a return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Vikings taking the field on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. 1st and 10, here's McCarthy. And there's a man there, it's intercepted! Jordan Battle with the INT. And the Bengals are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, we all know, Brock, those slot guys start piling up receptions, and that makes them a priority target for the defense.
Yep.
They kept someone nearby, and they pick off that check down.
Yeah, if a play breaks down in today's football, like back in my day, last century, right, you checked it down to the running back. That's not the case anymore. These slot receivers, well, they're as big a security blanket as running backs are, but the defenses, to your point, Kate, they figured it out too. And that defense, well, they didn't just figure it out in their head. They went out and executed with their bodies to take it away.
Burrow back to throw. That's Gesicki. He's got it. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. From the red zone now. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown, his second scoring catch of the game. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Bengals make it a 24-point ball game. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Vikings now set to take the field. And this drive, they need to come up with some type of answer because, well, Brock, we can almost hear those engines starting to gear up. They might have a boat race coming.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building can feel it. This has been so momentous one way, and as a competitor, you have got to stop that slide.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Minneapolis. It's the Vikings facing 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And that will not be enough for a first down. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. The Vikings getting their punt team out. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Burrow. And not a great choice on 1st down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually. So 2nd down coming up. Here's Burrow. Rolling left, buying some time. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. That tackle made by Blake Cashman.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
That one's caught along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Burrow. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. The final timeout taken by the Bengals. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Burrow from the gun. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Trying to find his tight end. And now they're staring at 4th and long. They're out now, ready to punt it. And this will be his second effort of the contest. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. All right, some adjustments in store, no doubt about that. They're headed to the locker room trailing as he kneels to end this first half. That brings us to halftime with the visiting Bengals out in front. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, where you see the final score there. Romeo Dobbs, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And it was the visiting Dolphins who were able to get the victory. Tua Tagovailoa, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world. See what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they fall in that one to the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Josh Downs, a touchdown catch in the victory.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the 3rd quarter. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Bengals are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Finds him over the middle. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. That tackle made by Blake Cashman. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32. Finds the in route complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Now Burrow. He'll get this one to Brown. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Higgins makes the catch. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Moss with a run to start this 3rd quarter. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Putting a receiver in motion. 1st down, Burrow to throw. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Into the hands of Gesicki, complete. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Brown. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Burrow out of the shotgun. That's complete to Gesicki outright. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Burrow to the air now. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down, and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Burrow setting to throw. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone. To throw again, it's Burrow. And he's going to be marked down a yard shy of that marker.
Well, that short pass gets tipped, and you then don't have much time to react to the catch. But he brings it in anyway to save the completion.
Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Opportunity here for this defense if they can make this stop on 3rd and goal. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, that's an example right there where you just simply got to be on the same page with each other and get both ends of the play right to execute. They want that one back.
Butker knocks it through. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Moore with a return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. The Vikings offense back to the field now. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Dax Hill up for the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Staying on the ground with Jones. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down. New set of downs for them from the 46.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Hockenson reels it in. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They've got a man in motion. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 40-yard line.
McCarthy to throw it. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Cam Taylor blitzed on the coverage.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Taking a big shot for the end zone. Big gain downfield. And he finds him in the end zone for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings start the 2nd half with some needed points. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings still have a lot of work to do, Brock. It's a 20-point difference now. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
On first down, here's Burrow. Got his target, it's Higgins. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Now it's Brown. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. This one goes for 3 yards. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down. Throwing is Burrow. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Burrow setting up the play action. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Burrow back to throw. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Burrow from the gun. He sends this one to the end zone. And he's there to send that one away incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So that brings up 2nd down. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. A run with Brown. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Third and a lone yard coming up. They'll run again with Brown. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals. Here's Brown again. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Got a man, it's Gesicki. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back now, pressure on its way. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
McPherson at the point after. And he sends the point after right through the uprights. And the Bengals continue piling onto this lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Moore with a return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. That's incomplete left side.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
2nd and 10, McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. An early jump and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense. Well, it's not a long walk to the new spot, but it is a disappointing one to make. Instead of 3rd down, they're now defending 1st and 10. So after the penalty yardage marked off, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Completed over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
That's Jefferson. He's got it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
1st and 10, here's McCarthy. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Short pass brought in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He picks up 28 on the play. And now they have a 1st and goal.
Ball start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. On play action now, McCarthy. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. So the incompletion on first. Here's 2nd and goal. Running right, this is Jones. And he'll push them down to the 6-yard line. 5 yards on that play, but 3rd and goal is still going to be longer than they'd like.
A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. And he finds him in the end zone for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings putting up points in a game decided. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
That one right down the middle. And the Vikings still have a lot of work to do, Brock. It's a 20-point difference now. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Bengals ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end left. Brown on the carry, and he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Going with Brown on the ground, and he's bundled up quick. This just crosses the 25 to about the 27. It's 3rd and 8, need to get a chunk here. Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a gain of 2. They're left with 4th and 7. Punt team on the field. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Takes it in at the 26. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Now it's McCarthy. Has the connection to Hawkinson. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41. Completed to his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Jordan battled there defensively.
Back to the air, McCarthy. Sheds off a rusher. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Oh, those linebackers. They seem to be in the thick of every play and some of the quickest reaction times out there. He needed a quick reaction there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
Able to find Hawkinson. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Hockenson reels it in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Bengals' 37-yard line.
2nd and 8. It is caught left side. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Vikings first down.
1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he's taken down with a short gain to the 25. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's the pickup of 3. Brings up
Addison going in motion right. They'll run now on 2nd down. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense in the hurry-up here.
a loss of 2 yards.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
He connects downfield on 4th. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive we all thought had stalled out is going to carry on.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
This one's caught. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Offense up to the line fast.
It's the pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Working quickly here.
It's the gain of a yard. Brings up
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Escapes the pocket. And this one doesn't go far. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
2. Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Vikings trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
The Cincinnati offense headed out now. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done. Okay, time for the defense to think about getting that ball back, and this is where you've got to conserve every second. Got to expect a timeout coming any moment now.
He'll go to a knee, and that defense can only stop the clock 2 more times.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So the Bengals take this one on the road. And they carried some of that winning football from last game into this contest. Now a modest little win streak blossoming for them, Brock. They've got 2 in a row as they get out of here with a victory. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals emerge as winners as we bid you farewell from Minneapolis.